Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to the Pokemon Emerald Pokemon Emerald Monthly Let's Play here on the Heavy Mystics channel. We're in Rustboro City. Rustboro City is where we pick up a lot of items. And basically, talking to this guy will give you your first HM of the game, HM01, which is, of course, Cut. Is Cut. Basically, it's going to be very useful, but unfortunately, most of the things you need to earn the badge, which we're going to be doing. What we're going to be doing in this video is this is going to pretty much be a 50-minute video, and we're going to be here for a while. So I hope you get very comfortable with whatever you're doing right now, apart from listening to this video, or just basically doing some work or doing some homework, and let the soothing voice of a Welshman guide you as we pretty much take out the first gym of the game. So, how are we going to do this? So, we have to explore Rustboro City, we have to claim all the items here, and we have to go through everything. We already know about Pokemon Trader School. I don't know, kid, let's find out. Yeah, and we still haven't gained a rare Pokemon, so... And basically, talking to this guy will give you the Quick Claw. Very handy, if you will. Since we're probably gonna need it, but I think it's a beginner's move, and it's not a very pretty good move. So let's pretty much do yeah, that's gonna be for a feature we're gonna be seeing later on. So back here in this building is pretty much you'll be explaining the gym leader Roxanne. Yes, Roxanne is our first opponent in the game. Now, in generations before Generation 5. The Pokemon were actually the gyms are a major part of the story, as well as the catching them all and heading towards the Pokemon League. This was the last time the catch 'em all mentality caught on, because Gen 4 introduced the see them all mentality, and Gen 5 continued the see all mentality by putting the gyms here in the back burner. We're going to be talking to all these people. They actually know what they're doing, and they actually have items. And we'll also talk about the Devon Corporation. It's primarily in the first city that we're facing. It's Hoenn's big region. I mean, they tried something. I mean, in the first two gens, it was the Stealth Company. Now is the that. And talking to this kid gives you the Premier Ball. Are we going to be using the Premier Ball? Yes, I think we're going to be using it to catch Pokemon later on, but I'm not sure which one yet. So, let's go up here. Down this building again. Yeah, this pretty much is going to be concluding everything I wanted to do is, in the building. Talks about how, the President and the President's son love to collect rare stones. Yes. I'm pretty sure they're talking about fossils, which is pretty interesting, because we may actually have something in the region. Now, Pokemon Emerald is the hybrid advancement for both Ruby and Sapphire. Ruby and Sapphire had flaws. Very big, obvious flaws, like the story. Story was one stupid flaw. So, pretty much, if you have a Ralts, you could trade it for a Seedot if you haven't got that already. Yeah, Seedot's one of the hardest to catch in the game. In Emerald, they have their own list of Pokemon that you can't really get, so... One of the Pokemon is actually a staple for Ruby and Sapphire. They got rid of that. So it was Roselia, by the way. That Pokemon's not there. Another Pokemon that's not in this game, which is a huge surprise. It's a big deal in this generation. The only gen that this Pokemon actually made its appearance in was actually Medicham, and Gen 3 was the only time it shined. Unfortunately, the rest sucked. Which is because of Medicham's pure power increasing its attack by half. As in half by twice. Of course, now that Medicham is useless, Azumarill has taken its place proficiently as a very physical water type. Let's go up here to the Route 115. Unfortunately, there's not much you can do here. There's only one item that we can pinch from this route of this entirety, and that's Super Potion. Which is not really much to say, to be honest. Okay. Now, Gen 3's gym. Now that we're probably going to be facing the gym leader. So, let's go south. No, we're not going into the gym yet. I'm surprised. Right, I think we're going to go pick up an item, aren't we? Yes, we are. All we got to do is follow the item trail here through the side entrance there and pick up the ball. It's an X defend. I wonder, for the love of Christ. Anyway. So, let's carry on from here. Pokemon. Now, if you notice, this is a brand new Pokemon. It's Lombre and Nuzleaf. They're the evolved forms of Lotad and Seedot. I also did a trainer battle here, and I managed to call a Pokemon by surprise. The last one is a Mudkip. Real reason is because you're going to find out later on that there's not a specific, say, a specific type. Or rather, there's a lack of ground types, and the only good type that you'll find initially is going to be Mudkip. So, let's sort the teams out, shall we? Lombre and Nuzleaf are mid-evolved Pokemon. They're pretty good at their points. Let's swap some Pokemon out, shall we? Let's see, we have a yeah, you can see a Torchic there too. No particular reason why we have the Torchic actually, to be honest. Alright then, let's put the Zigzagoon in here. We have the Torchic, which we're going to be using later. I mean, I've managed to bring in a Torchic and a Mudkip. They're not going to be used specifically for this generation, or for this battle, but I kind of wanted to show you the different options you get. Now, the gym. These are difficult trainer battles if you don't know what you're doing. They're very difficult, you see. And it becomes pretty much that the guy here is going to be your advisor. And he tells you about the gym leader's type. It's a rock gym. Which means this is going to suck balls. Alright. We're going to start off with the advancement of using a psychic type. Or as I like to call it, how I like to show you why psychic types have a much better time in this generation than they did in previous ones. It's a Geodude. Yeah, this is going to suck. Geodudes are not the best. Oh god, Geodude. The biggest flaw in rock type history. The first rock type for many people, and it's also some of the worst ones. In particular, that Geodude actually took a lot of damage even for a non-effective hit, surprisingly here. But we're at the right level to deal with this, and a plane just flew overhead. My god. Right, let's show off what Lombre and Nuzleaf can do. Yes. It's our first cross double battle of the game. You initiate one double battle from one trainer, and another trainer comes in and helps his buddy. So, a hiker and a kid together. They both have 2 Pokemon each, and they both have Geodudes. Time to show off our Lombre and Nuzleaf. Lombre and Nuzleaf. Lombre is a water grass type. Nuzleaf is now a grass dark type. Interesting combination. A lot of weaknesses, but there's some pretty nasty ones here. Not much to say, to be honest, and this is probably the reason why I just like to show off. This is pretty difficult if you don't know what you're doing. So let's get in Bullet Seed here. Now the Bullet Seed is actually the Bullet Seed is the TM I taught the guy, which is probably why you need one of these, to be honest. It's a decent attack for Nuzleaf. I would actually keep that up. So, one of the more important things you'll probably find that you discover that will go through Sugar Conroy's Let's Play at the moment of Pokemon Emerald is that Lombre actually can learn water attacks and ice attacks and grass attacks, making it one of the most important Pokemon in the game, to be honest, in terms of collection. And of course, Ludicolo is one of the was a beast in previous generations, underused now due to the rise of poison types, flying types, and bug types. So, now that we have that sorted, I think we're about to move on to our next battle. We're about to show off our new buddy boy here. It's a Mudkip. Now, as you mentioned, grass and water would do fantastic against this trainer here. This is the first battle of the game. And if you don't know what you're doing, then you're kind of boned, because there's a Pokemon here that she throws out is strong in the grass and water department, because this trainer battle is a fucking demonstration of how high the difficulty goes in Emerald. So let's begin. So with Roxanne, she sent out 2 Geodudes. First up, a level 12 Geodude, and I'm using my Mudkip here. Mudkip's water gun pretty much kills this Geodude instantaneously due to the 4X weakness it has. It's the earliest example of a 4X Pokemon, which is kind of bad. Anyway, the next Geodude I'll be using is with her. And of course, since we're going to be using the same thing here, water gun to the face, oh shit, it's gonna hurt. That you probably assume that would actually be it. No. Roxanne's got her main choice coming up. Mudkip levels to 15, it's almost close to its evolution, blah blah blah. Good stats, yes. Mudkip is learning Bind. Unfortunately, Bind is a stupid move and it sucks. Don't ever use it unless you have no idea what the fuck you're doing. Next up is my Trico. Now I'm actually using Ralts first. Now the reason we're using Ralts is because mainly due to the fact it's a Nosepass. This is a pure rock type. The first pure rock type in the entire... Actually, no, it's not the first pure rock type of the entire franchise. The first pure rock type was Sudowoodo, which is actually one of my good choices for the Pokemon Heart Gold Soul Silver rather than Magnificent 12. Due to the fact it's pure ground, pure rock. But it has a move called Rock Tomb, which is a very nasty move. It does 20 damage, lowers speed, and it's particularly nasty. Also, I triggered its Orange Berry, which means it can't heal anymore. So I decided to damage it as much as I could before it kills me, which it doesn't. But then I nearly kill it, just like that, and then it kills me. That kills my Ralts. Poor Ralts. Poor transgendered Ralts. Now we bring out the Trico. Here's the real reason I'm using Trico here. Trico's Absorb attack, which is pretty powerful at this point, does a lot of damage to a Nosepass. Watch this. And like that, it does halfway damage. The reason why Nosepass is difficult to face as a special attacker is because of Nosepass's acute special defense, which is a lot higher than most rock types, which is surprising. Unfortunately, it misses all its moves. Oh wait, it uses another potion. Stupid bitch. I mean, really, this is the most annoying thing that can happen to you, and just look. So, let's go back down here. Does more damage there. More Absorb. Basically, I've exhausted all of Roxanne's healing options. Which means, if it finally hits me with it... No, it doesn't. Oh dear. She still fails. And that's the end of Roxanne's Nosepass. There is no way he's going to point north anytime soon. That's the end of the battle, and I get 346 experience and the victory. And there it is, folks. We have won our first gym battle in this game. Hooray! This is going to be brilliant. So, you receive the Stone Badge. Yes. So the Stone Badge heightens the attack power and allows you to use a HM Cut. She also gives you TM39, which is the move she used in this gym, as has been with traditions in the past before. She uses Rock Tomb, now it's your own TM. And of course, in this generation you can only use it once, unless you collect it for no bloody reason. So, we're done. Now let's take a look at our trainer card. We climbed the first step in the stairs of the championship. That must have been a pretty short pair of stairs. There's our new badge, the Stone Badge, and the trainer card, etc, etc. Let's go. We're done. We are done here for now, folks. We have to heal our Ralts, we have to heal our team, and we have to swap some members around. And because now, oh shit, Team Aqua has struck again. Yar, hotter, fridididi, you're still in the package to me. He's not a pirate. Right, that's the end of the part for now. We've just beaten our first gym. We feel fantastic. We feel much better about ourselves. And we're 1/8 of the way across the tournament ladder. So, in the next part of the Pokemon Emerald Let's Play, we are going to pursue that thief and get our guy's package back and such.